It's the USL Championship on a Saturday night from Southern California in the Championship Soccer Stadium. Orange County with a strugglesome September upcoming, ready to take on Las Vegas Lights. Good evening, everyone. Joined by Ricky Lopez, Aspen, Mike Watts on hand. Take a look at the Western Conference standings. Oakland with a 3-point performance against New Mexico, inch further away from that 5th spot. It's outside a home playoff game in the quarterfinals. Las Vegas will have to chase that much harder. Orange County right at the line on 28 points, a 3-way tie for the final playoff spot. Ricky, the news in Orange County certainly not good this week. It's been a difficult August, and so Paul Hardiman is out. In comes Danny Stone, who's the head coach in Phoenix just about a month ago.
Has experience in USL Championship, but now how does that translate into Orange County? I do think it starts in the back. How compact can they be? Because they've been leaking goal, but also, Mike, they need to start scoring goals as well. A side that's only scored 25 times for Danny Stone, you want to instill confidence in your attacking players.
And one player that he has a lot of confidence in, Chris Hagart. He's our Omega accounting player to watch.
And he's going to stay as the number 10 position, a more advanced role, can beat you through 1v1, can beat you through combination play. I do think the question for Orange County and Danny Stone is how quickly can he get into the rhythm, because he has the quality to unlock back lines.
Conversely, Las Vegas is one of the best stories in the championship this year. Major League slugger Jose Bautista takes over the club, and suddenly they look like a genuinely good soccer team.
True identity. They know who they want to be behind the ball, but they're pretty on the ball, can beat you in numerous of different ways, whether it's direct, whether it's through combination play. This side has a very high IQ, and Dennis Sanchez has pressed all the right buttons to get the best out of Las Vegas.
And as you look at this group, Vegas knows about a good magic show, but they love a good finale. They need a great finale to ensure they go to the playoffs for the first time.
And I think it starts with this 90 minutes here in front of us, a side that's only won 4 times away from Las Vegas. So what does that reaction look like, and what does this opportunity portray? Because this Orange County side has been struggling. If you're Las Vegas Lights, how quickly can you get in a rhythm? That's going to be key.
This is a true 6-point game. The magic number is only 20 points coming into the weekend for Vegas. Orange County trying to chart a new course. We're in Irvine, and Orange County takes on Las Vegas. Lineups kickoff coming up next.
Just the community aspect of Orange County Soccer Club. And if you want to support local sports and local teams, this is like the definition of a local team. More than just a soccer team, it's more of a huge family that's coming together here to support the one and only professional team that we have here in Orange County.
OCSC is just such an amazing place to go with the family on Saturday nights. We look forward to it so much, and we can't get enough of it.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Here in Orange County, passion runs deep for the beautiful game and for the community. That's why Patterson Autos is proud to be the official sponsor of the Orange County Soccer Club. From Tustin Mazda to Tustin Hyundai, Huntington Beach Mazda to Mission Viejo Kia. We're 4 dealerships strong, serving Orange County with the best selection of your favorite vehicles. At Patterson Autos, we believe in teamwork, community, and giving back. So join us in cheering on OCSC. Come visit Patterson Autos, your favorite Orange County dealer, and let's score together.
This match is presented by Raising Cane's, the official chicken finger of OCSC. Big game in the playoff hunt. Take a look at the starting lineup for Orange County. The first lineup assembled by the interim Danny Stone. They're brought to you by Zolfagari Law Firm.
4-3-3 for Danny Stone, but can quickly turn into a 4-2-3-1. You're going to see Dunbar play on the left, Jamison play on the right. Look for them to be very vertical in their structure, and Ethan Zubak will play centrally. Look for him to occupy the center backs, but it all comes down to Scott, Hagar, and Kasipli. How good can they be on the ball to play this game that Danny Stone wants to play at?
Las Vegas making 2 changes game over game after a 3-2 win against Indy. Smart and Hafferty are in.
4-4-1-1. Joe Zhao's going to play underneath Bennett. Valentino well. Look for him to come centrally as well, but I do think the heart of this side is going to be in the central part of this field. Fortune and Ngondo, 2 special players that complement each other very well. And Pinzon on the left-hand side, he provides a little bit of quality and 1v1 threat.
And the lone E duty from Montreal gets the call at left back as well, someone to keep an eye on. Well, Orange County won the title just a few years ago, and they were off to a fantastic start this year. Injuries have certainly taken the wind out of their sails, and now it's a new leaf being turned under Danny Stone. Las Vegas, they haven't won much of anything in 7 years. But look at them now. Dennis Sanchez has this group primed for a genuine playoff run. We approach kickoff tonight in Irvine, California. Ekaterina Koroleva is the referee for this affair. And the opening whistle. Orange County gets the first touch in black and orange. Las Vegas in the whites. Big game in the Western Conference. Orange County takes on Las Vegas. Throw in from Zhao. Las Vegas above 500. They finished on 19 points. They won 3 games last year and completely upturned the entire organization over the offseason, from ownership to management to their structure. Turning away from a couple-year run as an essential affiliate of LAFC. They're here, and they've been very impressive. Kasipli lays it back. Powers. Knock him. Zone. Ripped away by Hagar. Ricky, what do you expect to see from this Orange County team? The owner, James Keston, came out after the last game, said, "You will see better. I will be there alongside you, cheering my lungs out," after a 6-0 loss in which they played 85 minutes down a man against Charleston Battery. It was the worst loss in Orange County Soccer Club history. It's Las Vegas into the final third. Gondo slips it too far.
I think we start there. Obviously, you go down, man, but also you lose 6-0. You just need a reaction out of the side and show a little bit of personality and fight and give these fans right here something to cheer about. I do think it starts with the players higher, but the field starting to express himself and produce that little bit of magic, because you look at the talent, and there's no shortage of that for Danny Stone's starting 11 side. So now, how do you walk over that white line and have that production that we all know and expect you guys to have?
The team won just 2 of their first 13 games last year, and then utter fire under Morten Carlson to conclude the season after he took over from Richard Chapwell. This year, really solid start under Carlson, who left for Lyngby. The club received a transfer fee for their coach. In stepped Paul Hardiman. We spoke with Peter Nugent, president of the club, this week. The overarching sentiment was one of graciousness about all that Paul did as an assistant, as the IDP, Individual Development Program Manager within the team. Spoke about how instrumental he was to helping young players strive and develop. Kobe Henry, a good example, going over to Europe. It's dropped in over the top out of the reach of Haggard. But ultimately, in order to save the season, they needed to make a change.
What Bryce Jamison is that as well as we take a look at Dennis Sanchez, the head coach. for Las Vegas Lights, and you talk about what he's been able to do from his side, the best out of every single individual, result of that, the collective, as well as they continue to push up this Western Conference.
Ngando continues toward the end line and was chased aptly by Ryan Flood. Out for a goal kick.
Every single time that I watch this Las Vegas Lights side, he's been so impressive. And Ngando had a good chat with Dennis Sanchez about him, said he just glides between lines, has a bit of that French, that street ball French background in him as well, and you can see it. But now the challenge for him is defending. How do you ever be able to cover more ground, win your 50-50 duels? He's shown he can be a massive part of Las Vegas.
Born in Cameroon, grew up in France. Let's take a look at the Patterson Auto keys to the match. Patterson Auto brings us a Orange County side that'll need to be defensively sound.
After conceding 6 times out, that's going to be the #1 priority for Danny Stone, because as a result of that, now you get your players higher up the field, the ability to express themselves. And for Las Vegas, just clean on the ball. You want to play this game at your speed.
Zhao, solid step over, whips the cross, looping header, goes over the top. Colin Shuttler remains in goal for this Orange County team, despite an adverse result last time out, to say the least.
Talking about inverted wingers, Zhao on the right-hand side. Now you have Bean Zone the ability to come centrally. A bit more fluidity between him and Corey Bennett.
Off the head of Dunbar and out. Down goes Smart. And an early yellow card to Kyle Scott, who only just returned from yellow card accumulation last game. That is his 11th yellow in 22 games.
Just no need. Yes, it's not the best of back passes from Ngando, but the way that you come in here is really rash. Studs are exposed, your foot is high, you catch on Smart. Not what you want if you're Orange County, 6 minutes in.
Danny Stone looks on. Let's take a look at tonight's injury report. It's presented by Zolfagari Law. Orange County still without Olaski and Asensio. Andrew Fox unavailable for this game. And for Las Vegas, that is a massive list of instrumental players, not the least of which Edison Escono played with the Dominican Republic at the Olympics. Hopefully Smart's not about to be added to that list. Zhao wears the captain's armband, chatting with Ekaterina Koroleva. The way Scott went in, if he made contact earlier, it's studs exposed coming down, but by getting those feet down to the ground early enough, evades anything more.
Player with that experience as well needs to understand you cannot go that rash into a challenge like that, especially on so early on in the match.
Smart cleared to continue, and so we do. Howell. Pressure billowing, brace of duty now. Galaxy Youth played at UCLA. Led them to their first and ultimately last Pac-12 title. First since 2012. Certainly the last. It's out over the line for a corner.
But it starts essentially, again, from Ngando, ability to let the ball come across and evade 2 Orange County players. Now you create an overload, whether it is Zhao or Sean Smart coming around. throw in on one end ends up in a corner kick for your side for Dennis Sanchez on the other side.
Arms extended from Pinzon. In from Rio Grande Valley over the offseason. Short to Zhao. Gondo, header back across the face of goal. This smashed above the bar. Super clever stuff from Las Vegas.
You play short to change the angle in hopes that someone from Orange County does not step in with their line. Duty does just enough as this ball comes back across the Pinzon. Unable to put it on target, but good action from a set piece from the visitors.
How clever is it that Pinzon took that set piece and then came into the box unmarked as a result?
Straight off the training ground. Fantastic execution from the lights.
You know, it's funny talking with Isidro Sanchez, no relation, the former head coach for Las Vegas. If anything, and they weren't known for doing much well, they were known for their creativity on set pieces. He said set pieces are like magic. As a magician, you watch one thing and the magic is happening in the other direction. He throws some pretty wild names out to try and make them stand out to the players. So instead of seeing arms extended, you'd see some kooky name being tossed around instead. Orange County win the ball in the attacking third. Haggard, just down the road in San Diego. You ever have a magician head coach during your career?
Not that I can think of. It was mostly just put the ball in the mixer, go win your battle. We tried on training, but wouldn't execute enough. Good ball.
Haggard drives inside as the option wide, plays Jamison, cuts it through. Ball popped out to Zubak, blasted by Haggard. Comes back out to Kasipli. Hangs that in, Zubak brought it down, Zubak! He's back. Orange County has waited over 5 games for a goal. They've got it in 11 minutes.
Fantastic stuff from Orange County. Starts with Haggard, the patience to let Jamison come around the corner. Top priority there is to make your defender engage, but as this ball comes back across, you don't turn off mentally. Fantastic technique from Kasipli, but it's a clever finish from Zubak. Number one, to keep yourself onside is one thing. It's a completely different thing to have that composure of a first touch, and everyone thinks he's gonna go up and over. Simply just picks out a corner, goes low. In the blink of an eye, Orange County take the lead here at home.
5th of the year for Ethan Zubak, and the goal presented by Hogue. Orange County, their longest in-season, single-season, goalless drought. Orange County wanted a response. Danny Stone has to be ecstatic. Could not draw it up any better than that. Wow, what a beginning for Orange County. Navigating out of midfield. Slips out of play. Now, I think a lot of people around the league felt that it was a very quick trigger that ended Danny Stone's stint in Phoenix. And for Orange County fans or league fans on the whole who are unfamiliar with his story within that team, as this drops down, he actually grew up in Las Vegas for part of his childhood. He was born in England. Comes to Phoenix a couple years ago as an assistant coach. Juan Guerra leading the team. Guerra leads the team out of the 6th seed to the USL Championship final. They beat Charleston. Guerra gets the chance to go coach with Benny Olsen in Houston as the assistant there. That didn't come till the end of January. So Danny Stone steps in as the head coach with no lead assistant his physio or training manager was not with the team in preseason either. This into the final third. Slipped through, gets knocked away ably by Powers. And it was also a Phoenix team that arguably lost 3 or 4 of their most substantive players, including their top 2 scorers, and largely tried to fill from within. It was an up and down season that had them around 500, still in playoff position, but Phoenix decided to hit the eject button. He was out of work for only a couple of weeks. Came in 3 weeks ago as Paul Hardiman's assistant. When Hardiman was shown the door as the interim, in steps Danny Stone.
It's not easy to, if you're a coach the caliber of Danny Stone, to number one, transition into the Western Conference, but he has to understand that it's a great ball.
Ball lobbed in, Zubak. Pulled in by Arosa Reina.
You've had success, you've been in and around the USL Championship, you know what it takes to host a trophy at the end of it. It's a fantastic ball in for Ryan Flood and Ethan Zubak. Snap head over his right shoulder, not enough to beat Rosarena. But also, yes, you want a reaction from these players, but if you're Danny Stone as well, it's another chance, right, to press all the right buttons, and he's going to be extremely motivated to get the best out of this Orange County side, because the talent is there. We continue to speak about it. You look at the experience that they have at their disposal. Dylan Powers comes to mind, Chris Hagart, Seth Kasipli, Kyle Scott, the list goes on and on with players that have been successful at every single spot of their career. But now, how do you get them to complement one another so the collective can continue to push up this Western Conference?
This Orange County team, to be fair, lost Milan Olaski, one of the leading scorers in the league the last couple of years. Gets transferred overseas. They play a lot of young players. This is sort of a, maybe flattering to them, but Ajax of America approach. And so even Bryce Jamison would be a good example tonight of a young guy with very high aspirations, might still be cutting their teeth. It's a difficult job, Orange County, to carry the expectation of a champion 3 years ago and the expectation of continuing that lineage of talent to Europe. All brought down and kicked away from Bennett. Comes all the way back. Tom Bogart reporting earlier this week, several MLS clubs are monitoring Jamison, 11 in black tonight, as well as a Bundesliga club having talks as well. Featured at the Under-17 World Cup. Came to Orange County by way of the Barca Residency Academy in Arizona. Comes all the way down, and we'll tell you Orange County SC's 5th annual Corporate Cup. Coming up fast, 7-on-7 tournament soccer, designed to be a fun out-of-the-office adventure for the whole company. Tournament begins Friday, September 27th. Final taking place at the Champ on Wednesday, October 9th. Orange County plays Colorado Springs. OrangeCountySoccer.com/corporate-cup. Sign up your office today. How do you think our NEP production team would do trying to play in the Corporate Cup? I feel like we've got enough of guys like you that we would fare okay.
Guys like me, guys like you as well. Put you ball playing center midfielder.
Yeah, that's it.
Put our producer Maria between the sticks and the goal.
Yeah.
And we got a team.
Don't scratch your eyes. Orange County does have a goal. Their first since July 20th against San Antonio. It's a 5-game, 40-day scoreless drought. And perhaps almost biblically, that number 40, a new beginning for this Orange County side. Ethan Zubak, a juggling finish in the 12th.
Really well done.
continues through Dunbar. Aligns with Smart. Dunbar continues. Now drives the cross. Haggard is there. Haggard pulls through. Pulls back. Across. Zubak! Orange County is exercising demons. 19th minute. It is 2-0. Both from Zubak.
Top class from Orange County and start to the build out in the back, but look how quickly they draw in this Las Vegas light side and they play wide. And now you're asking Dunbar to go 1v1 and express himself. And you talk about confidence, the composure, the patience to let this play develop. And in doing that, Mike, now you afford the players around you to get into more advantageous opportunity. Chris Haggard, experienced player, understands if I continue my run and play wide, now I have every single player in a white jersey getting caught ball watching. Put the ball in a dangerous area, and you're asking Ethan Zubak to get a second bite at the apple. Low and hard gives you a chance, and he gets his brace within the first 20 minutes here at home.
Ethan Zubak, 6 goals now on the season from Corona, California. Major goal-scoring talisman for Los Dos over the years. The goal presented by Hogue. And Orange County has made it 2 inside 20 minutes. And a year ago, you might think, well, that scoreline tracks. But where we stand on August 31st in the year of our Lord 2024, this one has to leave everyone a bit dumbfounded league-wide.
I think it's such the shape thereof, or lack thereof for Las Vegas. I think they're getting caught between two minds. Are they stepping high, or they're being a little bit into a low block? But as that front four gets pulled out of position, now you need your back line to continue to stay tight with them. You get carved up far too easily and not result. You're down 2 goals to nil, excuse me. You need a result if you are Dennis Sanchez.
Foul from Jamison. There's been a buildup of orange smoke. Finally released. Las Vegas trying to find their way back into the mix here. Noel. And Gondo finally blockaded, sent long. Tracked down by Howell. Rounding the outside to the end line. That'll be a corner. Waited quite some time for this. Short again. Zhao. Ball across again. Diving defensive header. Sends it wayward from Haggard. I think that Flood who dove in.
It's a really good ball. A lot of pace. The right area of the box where you want it to be placed. Flawless positioning from Ryan Flood.
Flood sitting here thinking this is a bit of an out-of-body experience. More on that in a moment. Corner whipped through to the near post, bounces to Shuttler. I say that because Ryan Flood had a tremendous run at Phoenix 2021 to 2022, goes to Ireland, plays for Finn Harps, gets 34 games in the Irish First Division. He receives compassionate leave from Finn to go back to his hometown and play in Phoenix again, but really wasn't seeing any time. Only 3 games the start of the year. And so on May 31st, Danny Stone sent him to Orange County on loan. And now, of course, Danny Stone is coach again. The fun part about Ryan Flood is when he first came into Orange County, and to the surprise of nobody, the way he played outside back, they threw him up top as a winger at the outset of his time here in Orange County. They lacked so much depth up front that Flood fit right in there. He's found his way a little further back again to a more familiar position.
We can give you that option if needed as well.
No doubt.
Just the quality that Ryan Flood has, the pace, the power.
So good 1v1 when he decides to really attack.
I think that far side for Danny Stone can be really dynamic. Him and Dunbar, you get on the same page as one plays a little bit central. Now you free up the other one to go 1v1 to that right side for Las Vegas. Sean Smart and Joe Zhao. How good can you be defensively?
Scott. Driven long. Jamison latching on. Plays it early. Intervention from Hafferty.
Really good ball in from Lamb, because you understand Jamison has the pace to really ask a lot of questions. But I love this first time ball, because now you're asking the questions of Howell and Hafferty to backtrack. And that's a nightmare for any defender facing your own goal. One mistake, put the ball in the back of the net. Fantastic decision from Bryce Jamison.
Jamison early, and there's a Rosarena. You mentioned Jose Bautista taking over the club. It's not the only slugger involved in Las Vegas lore, I suppose. Raiko's brother, Randy, the hero of the 2020 postseason, one of the great postseason bats, I suppose, in recent Major League history with the Tampa Bay Rays. Raiko came up through Tampa Bay, found his way into the lineup in the 2021 championship final against Orange County after Evan Loro injured his knee celebrating in the Eastern Conference final. And Rosarena's largely been the guy this year.
Just moments like that from the lights that are just not clean enough. Trying to force the issue. And you need to get this man on the ball a little bit more to settle things in. Merchant does all of the dirty work, so now you allow Valentin Noel to go out and operate in those higher spaces.
Shuttler, and Bennett breathing down his neck. Settled by Hafferty. USL Championship soccer continues on ESPN networks in September, but a Western Conference matchup of teams fighting to stay in the playoff hunt. Last season's champion Phoenix Rising host FC Tulsa Friday, September 6th, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on ESPN2. Tulsa a couple good results even after offloading Philip Goodrum, the former MVP finalist, to Louisville. Of course, good reason to go to ESPN Plus tonight is to go watch the 10-goal thriller between Louisville and North Carolina, including Paco Craig's first goal for Louisville City since 2019, as it was aptly put. He plays for North Carolina. Brace for Jansen Wilson. One of the own goals was nearly the third for Wilson. And Wilson Harris bags a brace as well. So he continues to try and nudge his way into the Golden Boot conversation behind Nick Marcanic. Trouble with Las Vegas's pressure is kept in by Lamb.
Just seem a lot more comfortable on the ball on this Orange County side. Yes, you do not want to get complacent and trying to overcomplicate things from about 10 yards away from your defending goal, but the spaces that they've been able to pick up just like this, fantastic stuff, and that's some ball from Dunbar.
By the way, that North Carolina-Louisville game, Louisville 6 goals and 6 shots on target. Jake McGuire made 0 saves. Tough night. Well, Danny Stone has to be grinning ear to ear at the moment.
That guy's grinning. Thinks he's going to keep that ball.
Select is the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. See? Gave you the website and everything. You can get the ball, but you're not keeping that one. Dre Fortune is down for Las Vegas. 11th appearance for the club, full Trinidad and Tobago international. Part of the Gold Cup squad for Trinidad in 2021. Right, best known for his time at North Carolina. And you wonder, just sort of dropped on his own volition, if he felt something tweak there. Yeah, Fortune's night is done. Notably tonight, pretty loaded bench, including Charlie Adams, who may well come into central midfield for him. Substitutions are brought to you by MedEquip. And Charlie Adams has shedded the penny. He'll replace Fortune the 31st minute. Well, as far as having to dip into your bench, dipping in with one of the most experienced players in the league.
The quality on that left peg of Charlie Adams, up there with the best of them in USL Championship, the ability to change a point of attack. Been decimated with a bit of injuries throughout his time here at Las Vegas, unable to get into any sort of rhythm. He's shown that how successful he can be.
Jamison wiggles his way to the end line with another cutback ball. Lamb. Free kick. Seated by Bennett and Noel in unison at the back of Dylan Powers.
It's just so obvious to see why scouts are just so highly rated. Bryce Jamison, the ability to drop his shoulder and put pressure on the back line. And now you're asking the attacking players for Las Vegas Lights to drop down and do the defensive side. Bennett and Noel slow to react, and a really dangerous set piece for Orange County.
It'll be Kasipley or Flood that hits this. It's a long way out. You're remiss not to mention that Flood's got just a cannon. Kasipley will dip this over the top, and that's easy for Arozarena.
Need to pull it away from the goalkeeper. Makes life very easy for Arozarena just to come off his line and read the flight of the ball. The Las Vegas Lights having a really difficult time to deal with this pressure from Orange County. The ball needs to move quicker, needs to be a little bit more simple in your decision making. Get Charlie Adams in between the both center backs. Now you afford Sean Smart and Duty to push a line higher, but just been too predictable from the visiting side.
Las Vegas just 2 losses in their last 16 games, including an 11-game unbeaten run. Trying to find a path back into the game 33 minutes in. Orange County, 2 goals from Ethan Zubak in the opening 20 minutes. Bennett through. A slide from Kasipley left a tumbling Smart. The header askew to Howell.
Nice little pocket from Corey Bennett. That's where you want your two attacking players to operate in. Right off the shoulder of Kyle Scott and Seth Gasimpli, because now one of them need to drop in a little bit deeper and you afford Charlie Adams to pick you apart. So the balance is just to be a little bit smarter and more connective for Las Vegas Lights, especially in central locations.
Noel bashes into Scott, advantage. Jamison, what a sight to see, full sprint. Jamison tried to put his full muster into that, and Howell blockades. USL League One features a matchup to kick off September coverage on CBS Sports Network. Players Shield holder Union Omaha will take on Spokane Velocity. First ever regular season clash with the expansion team. See it September 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, CBS Sports Network. Pinzon. Smart dug into the corner. Adams. Service speared away. Up went Noel. Fingers wagging in all directions. Las Vegas owns possession. Duty. Zhao. Now Adams. Duty. Through ball. Good first touch. Push from behind. Penalty. Dylan Powers pushing into the back of Corey Bennett. And a penalty for Las Vegas.
Fantastic bit of play from the Lights. As this ball circulates from Charlie Adams into Duty, but it's a spacing from Valentin Noel. That subtle movement, he just takes a step to his left. So now that pulls out the secondary defender with him. That opens up a window straight into Corey Bennett's feet. Fantastic first touch as an attacker. Put yourself between you, the ball, and the opposing center back. Dylan Powers, any sort of contact, you go down, and you win your side. An important pen from 12 yards out.
A vital penalty at this stage. It has been frustrating to say the least for Las Vegas early in this game. Shuttler in his career has faced 11 penalties, saved just one. And that was over 2 years ago now. Opponents this season are 5 for 5. Corey Bennett in his career has taken 9, scored 7. But he did miss 2 last season. He's 2 for 2 this year. Right in front of the county line coalition. Shuttler can make a lot of believers here. Las Vegas could be right on the comeback trail. Corey Bennett scores! Sent Shuttler diving the wrong way. And Las Vegas, as they have all year, resilient, right back in the mix.
Just notice left side of your screen, it's a subtle movement from Valentino Well as he opens up the passing lane into Corey Bennett. And the attacking player, Mike, your first touch is everything. Create a little bit of separation, and the hold-up play, the run-up from Corey Bennett, eyes on Shuttler the whole way. He goes one side, you open up your hips, simply guide it in, and you give yourself the 10th goal in the season, and you cut the lead in half here.
Game on for Las Vegas. To use a boxing metaphor for the Las Vegas market, historically the Lights had a glass jaw. 2 goals in 20 minutes, and you could look to next week. That is not the case under Dennis Sanchez. There is this unbelievable belief in this group. They went 8 winless at one point this year. They put this team together essentially in February. Most of the players that most teams would consider top of the roster players, they're already dealt with by then. And yet utilizing a pretty impressive array of networking, this Las Vegas Brain Trust went out and assembled the right squad of talent and youth and exuberance, totally remade. Now within 2 goals to 1. Dunbar lashing, knocked down Arozarena. Noel taps this wide. And Pinzon settles, but now faces immense pressure of foul from Kasipli.
The player that Orange County needs a little bit more in terms of their production is this young man, because the talent is definitely there. Creates a little bit of separation, the drop with the shoulder. Good save in the end from Arozarena to push it away from his goal mouth. But this Las Vegas Light side has been a completely different team over the last 10 minutes. Just with the injection of Charlie Adams into the lineup. Sits right in front of your 2 center backs, and it's that connective tissue. Now it affords to players to push a line higher.
Into the final third again. Adams won't hit 15,000 regular season minutes tonight, but he has passed over 14,700 in the league. One of the more experienced players in the championship. Time in Louisville, went back to England, 3 years at Real Monarchs when they were still in the championship. Some time here in Orange County before departing for San Diego, and now one of the linchpins in midfield for Las Vegas. Adams. Adams actually scored the first ever goal against Las Vegas Lights. Throttled out of playoff of Lamb. Think back to the conversation we had with Dennis Sanchez a couple weeks ago. They got throttled by Charleston. Said he showed his team Charleston losing to San Antonio last year 7-0. It's an example. They ended up going to the final at the end. They were up on Phoenix in penalties 2-0. Nearly took home the trophy. They knew they needed to improve defensively. They felt like they were on the right track offensively. And they lit the league on fire for months coming out of that defeat. Back to Shuttler. Duty. Gondo. This is a wonderful buildup for Las Vegas. Adams. Brought down Smart. Stays in. Duty. Ngondo. Back the other way. Smart is there. Flicks inside Noel. Noel went for goal. Shuttler turned it aside. That was beautiful football from Las Vegas.
Just patient, not trying to force the issue, playing what the game gives you. And as the ball comes wide, now the responsibility lies on the player essentially to make line-breaking runs. This is some ball from Sean Smart, outside of the right foot, no look. About the run from Valentino Noel as well. Good save from Shuttler. But this Las Vegas line side has completely changed since that man has walked over the white line.
Adams, Shuttler. Recovered by Smart. Navigating. Dunbar. Jamison joins. First half stoppage time presented by Zulfagari Law. We'll go 3 added minutes. Ball across, still nobody there. Through again, header outside the post from Noel.
Starting to find success on the wide parts of the field, this Las Vegas slide side. And it all comes through the runs of Valentino Noel and Ngondo. As they start essentially, they pull out one player with them. Now you create an overload because that's when you have Minzone and Joe Jow willing to go 1v1. You are Orange County, the two wingers, Dunbar and Jamison, have to drop off a little bit deeper and supply a little bit of help in your defensive structure.
Deflection on the clearance, Knockham. Las Vegas continues to pour forward. Duty. Knocked down by Lamb. This one of 2 games ongoing right now in the championship. This result would see Orange County into 7th, just 4 points behind 6th place Las Vegas. Meanwhile, San Antonio leading Charleston in Texas 1-0. And that would be a massive blow to Charleston's hopes of winning the Players' Shield. They trail Louisville and hung on in that wild affair in North Carolina today. And as I say it, Charleston has scored in the final 5 minutes. Is that not emblematic of San Antonio's season? Pull one back. Perhaps they can at least take a point out of the day, although that's still a painful 2 points to drop to a team sitting 11th in the West. Glance at the watch from Correleva. There's the throw from Flood. And halftime arrives. The drought is over. Orange County made it rain twice inside 20 minutes. And Corey Bennett steals one back after the Zubac brace, 2-1.
Think if you're Orange County and Danny Stone, how do you continue that momentum after Zubac got his brace because when Las Vegas Lights got on the ball, they showed better actually. They were the one dictating tempo. They were playing the game on their terms. Sets up for an intriguing next 45 minutes with all to play for, and important 3 points up for grabs.
Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at the goal and saves of the week. News and notes from around the league. We'll walk you through the entirety of our first half highlights and slate of games around the league. Orange County and Las Vegas battling, both now in playoff position. Halftime presented by IPA Physio coming up.
I'm Jay, and as founder of Omega, I understand that as a business owner, you've got a lot in your mind. Let the tax credit ninjas at Omega get you the money. It's rightfully yours. It's not too late to score big on tax credits, but you gotta act fast.
It's the community aspect of Orange County Soccer Club. And if you want to support local sports and local teams, this is like the definition of a local team. More than just a soccer team, it's more of a huge family that's coming together here to support the one and only professional team that we have here in Orange County.
OCSC is just such an amazing place to go with the family on Saturday nights. We look forward to it so much, and we can't get enough of it.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Tonight's halftime is presented by IPA Physio, the official physical therapists of Orange County Soccer Club. OCSC out to a 2-1 lead over Las Vegas at the half. Gnarly enjoying the halftime festivities. Mike, Ricky, let's offer you some Team of the Week news. It's not just cool that Nick Marcanic's your, player of the week. He also just got moved over to Castellón in La Liga, too. Not a bad week.
Tells you about the growth of USL Championship. If you do well here now, clubs not only domestically but around the world have eyes. Nick Marcanic, fantastic season. What about Mamadou Dieng? How good has he been under Brendan Burke, Edward Kiza as well? And just look at the list, go on and on. And Samadi has been fantastic for Hartford Athletic, Luke Biasi, Valentino Well. I do think, Mike, at some point we need an Eastern Conference Team of the Week and a Western Conference Team of the Week.
We're getting close to that point, aren't we? Meanwhile, it's great to be in the Team of the Week. It's better to have the goal or save of the week. Take a look.
Game has been played centrally.
Duncan drives one across, headed away only as deep as Armenakis. Armenakis bends it. Oh my! Panos Armenakis, a stunner. And there is that Memphis 901 lethal attack.
In behind, has to wait up for that ball. Armstrong overran it. It's off. Margarita. Margarita, right foot, knocked down. McGuire, knocked down again. A double save from McGuire. What a moment of brilliance from the keeper.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
This is the beginning.
This is a first practice, a first video session, a first pregame talk. This is a first ticket, a first scarf raise, a first kickoff. This is a tapestry of clubs and players and communities inspired by those who blazed the trail for women's sports, ready to inspire the next generation. We are the USL Super League. We're part of a movement, and this is our moment.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Sign and go right up through the middle. A shot. Wow! Long range shot from Nordy. Stopped, and that one trickles in.
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Here in Orange County, passion runs deep for the beautiful game and for the community. That's why Patterson Autos is proud to be the official sponsor of the Orange County Soccer Club. From Tustin Mazda to Tustin Hyundai, Huntington Beach Mazda to Mission Viejo Kia. We're 4 dealerships strong, serving Orange County with the best selection of your favorite vehicles. At Patterson Autos, we believe in teamwork, community, and giving back. So join us in cheering on OCSC. Come visit Patterson Autos, your favorite Orange County dealer, and let's score together.
Tonight's halftime is presented by IPA Physio, official physical therapists of OCSC.
2-1 Orange County over Las Vegas. How about we get you caught up on news and notes from around the USL Championship and beyond. Nick Marcanic, 24 goals now. He is one off the league record. Ricky, it will not come tonight, a 1-1 draw against San Antonio.
He's been fantastic in this 2024 campaign, but you go down Indy 11 falling 2-0 to Sporting Kansas City. Sean McCauley and what he's been able to do with that side, just fantastic stuff. And you talk about hats off, Bob Lilly, 400 wins. One of, if not the best coach that we've seen in USL Championship. Congratulations to Bob Lilly.
Yep, he is etched into Mount Rushmore in the championship. 400 career pro coaching wins. Out-of-town scoreboard earlier today. You and I called that Oakland-New Mexico game. I think from the outside looking in, that's a bit of a shocker. New Mexico down 4 key starters, and Dom Dwyer gets his first goal in the league in quite some time.
It's going to be fantastic for the Oakland Roots, Gavin Glinton and Dom Dwyer, that attacking unit. Now you have him to pair with Johnny Rodriguez. You go down Indy 11, drawing 1-1 with Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Detroit 1-1 with Hartford. Miami take the 3 points against Monterey Bay, a 10-man Monterey Bay, but yet Antonio Notarino will take all the points that he can. And Rhode Island and Condo Smith, we talked about that crazy game. Blue City scores 6. Did they score 6?
6.
Own goals?
Yeah, well, 3 own goals, 2 from North Carolina, 1 from Louisville. What
10 goals in the game.
Yeah.
There you go. 3 points in Blue City.
Indeed. Meanwhile, plenty of action coming tomorrow and into the early stages of next week. Tulsa and Colorado Springs, then on ESPN2, that same Tulsa side, we got a crack at Phoenix Rising.
New Mexico will host Miami FC that we just mentioned. Pittsburgh Riverhounds and Condo Smith, hosting Condo Smith and the Rhode Island FC, and Lou City and Loudoun.
Yep, Miami and New Mexico you'll see right here on Golazo. Miami regrettably going for all the wrong kinds of history, but do get their 3rd win of the season here tonight. All right, plenty more coming here. IPA Physio presents the halftime. They're the official physical therapists of OCSC. Orange County ahead of Las Vegas, 2-1.
I'm Jay, and as founder of Omega, I understand that as a business owner, you've got a lot in your mind. Let the tax credit ninjas at Omega. Yeah! Get you the money. It's rightfully yours. It's not too late to score big on tax credits, but you gotta act fast.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Here in Orange County, passion runs deep for the beautiful game and for the community. That's why Patterson Autos is proud to be the official sponsor of the Orange County Soccer Club. From Tustin Mazda to Tustin Hyundai, Huntington Beach Mazda to Mission Viejo Kia. We're 4 dealerships strong, serving Orange County with the best selection of your favorite vehicles. At Patterson Autos, we believe in teamwork, community, and giving back. So join us in cheering on OCSC. Come visit Patterson Autos, your favorite Orange County dealer, and let's score together.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Noah Benadou Foundation, who want to remind fans to never drive drunk and get home safely. Under the lights here in Irvine, take a look at the halftime highlights. And we start early because Orange County started early.
It starts on this right-hand side. Hagar does really well to let Bryce Jamison just come around the corner. Nassau's ball is not dealt well enough for the Las Vegas Lights. Give credit to Ethan Zubak, does extremely well to stay tuned in mentally, but also to stay on side. As the ball comes negative, he stays like for like with Howell. His first touch is everything here, and it's a composed and a really clever finish. Goes around the corner instead of going up and over. Orange County get their first goal within 5 games.
And it's in the 12th minute. Zubak would double his money in the 19th minute.
And if you are Danny Stone, you're going to play this over the film, because you just look how you build out. It starts with the back. You bring Las Vegas Lights centrally. Now you be expansive in nature. You let Cameron Dunbar go 1v1 and express himself. As this ball comes back across, Hagar, the composed player, the experienced player, understands I have every single player in a white jersey getting caught ball watching. Second bite at the apple for Ethan Zubak. Get the second goal within the first 20 minutes. Orange County flying.
Las Vegas would find their way back into this game. Penalty in the 37th minute.
To the left side of your screen, Valentin Noel, as he just backpedals about a yard or two, he opens up the passing lane into Corey Bennett. And his first touch is exquisite. Creeps a little bit of separation, sets up, executes his pen to perfection. Cuts the lead in half.
Take a look at the halftime stats. Las Vegas, plenty of the ball. Are you satisfied with that outcome?
I think if you're Dennis Sanchez in the second part of that first 45 minutes, you were the better side, right? You were on the ball a little bit more, but now how do you create clear-cut opportunities to get yourself back into this game? And for Orange County and Danny Stone, how do you recapture the form that you started this game with? You were flying, but you faded as the first half progressed. Sets up for a really interesting second half coming up.
Certainly does, and Charlie Adams came on, made an enormous impact as a substitute for the injured Dre Fortune in midfield. Meanwhile, Zubak, the hero, at least so far tonight. This Orange County team has a ton of Southern Californian influence, and Zubak shimmering under the lights tonight. Raiko Rosarena will try and put together a strong performance in the second half for a Vegas side that has only lost twice in the last 18 games. Katerina Koroleva is plenty ready to get going as Orange County spans the field now. Las Vegas, they've been out on the field, they've been ready, they've been waiting. Here we go. Vegas the first touch of the second half. They get the lifeline, about 5 minutes remaining in the opening 45, and they convert it to points now. This Las Vegas team seeks their 10th win of the year. They are just 8 points off a franchise record. You'd have to take about a third of the remaining haul to do so. This drops in really kindly, in behind Shuttler. It didn't go for Zhao. A minute into the half, Orange County came entirely undone.
Talked about the ability from Charlie Adams to hit a ball over 50, 60 yards on a dime. Ryan Flood does not read it well enough, but if you're Joe Zhao, you need to make a decision. You go around Shuttler, you go up and over him, but his technical ability is just all off. Big opportunity that goes to the wayside for the Las Vegas Lights.
Zhao, huge talent in his younger years. Hoffenheim, St. Pauli, on to Dortmund for 4 years. Only played once in Bundesliga for them. 3 years in Cincinnati, then the last couple seasons in Sweden. Did cap for the U.S. national team. Actually capped in 2014 and then 5 years out. Got back in 2019. No doubting Zhao's prodigious talent.
Just seems like he got caught between two minds. The way that he approached it with the instep. Last second tries to chip it over Shuttler, but give credit to the goalkeeper as well. He comes off his line really quickly, makes himself big to throw off Joe Zhao.
Zubak. Zubak was looking for a hat trick. Rosa Reina able to get down. Hagart, ball away, and Gondo ultimately drops to Kasipli. Hagart now. Dunbar leaves a man in his wake. Went for that near post, didn't go. And we've got a wild and wacky first 3 minutes of the second half.
It's defending 101 here from Hafferty and Hal. You can never turn your back. That's Ethan Zubak, shows like he's gonna shoot. Just look at both players. They try to turn away, but this is some save from Rosa Reina. How quickly he gets down to his right-hand side to deny Ethan Zubak his hat trick this evening.
Brought in by Kasipli. Player who's missed a ton of time. 5th year in Orange County. Vital part of this group. Gondo continues, Smart the target, and Powers walks it over the line. I can tell you the 10-ticket flex packs are the best way to attend multiple matches. Use all 10 tickets on your friends and family out to a single match here at the Champ. Go to orangecountysoccer.com/flex-packs for more information. Back in the MySpace days, I mean, do you have your 5?
Top 5 friends.
Yeah. Flex packs, you can have 10.
There
well, 9 plus you.
Had a profile song as well.
Yes. Do you remember yours?
Oh, no, I don't.
I'm sure it was the most cringe-worthy All-American Rejects level of teenage sadness.
You remember yours?
I don't, but I'm telling you, I think I'm in the right ballpark. The song, like this conversation, it ends tonight. Regrettably, our producer was born after the advent of MySpace, I think. Which leaves us on the outside looking in on what's become an inside joke. Remember rotary phones? Anywho, Las Vegas into the attacking half. Good ball ahead, Noel. Adams gestures, instead Noel across. Brought in Smart. Turned away from Scott. Zhao. Thrust back out. Zhao on the other end.
That's fantastic work from Ethan Zubak. Like tracking about 40 yards to do his defensive duties. You're getting a lot of respect from every single player in an Orange County jersey. Lucky players are known for just staying a little bit high, waiting for the ball at their feet. But the work rate, the first line of pressure, Danny Stone has to applaud his work rate.
Scott. Orange County evade the pressure and get it through. Zubak. Bumped off by Howell. Zubak back to his feet and back on the ball. Threading Jamison. Away by Duty. Hung out for Hagart. Touch got away. Lifted through. Header, Zubak. Offside flag was up anyways.
And again, a really good ball from Charlie Adams, just changing the point of attack.
Zhao. Smart. Back heel. Didn't go for Zhao. Banged off of Dunbar, and that got out over the line. Shuttler thought he had saved it.
At some point in time, if you are Orange County, two things need to happen. Number one, you need to have the ability to put more pressure on Charlie Adams. It's the second time in about 2 minutes that he's just beaten you with one big ball over the top. And the second one, now if there is no pressure on him, you have to drop off. You cannot be beaten that easy with the ball over 60 yards.
Ball lofted through. Taken out of the air. Hit with venom. Hagar came up for it, and Gondo arrived. Appeal for a handball. Didn't flesh out that way. The whistle against Scott, who's on a yellow, and Dunbar does really well to intervene. hard done as you may or may not feel in this moment, you're on a yellow.
100%. And much like his first challenge, there's just no need. Sean Smart's going nowhere. You make him play negative and your job is done.
Joe Hafferty leads the way. Joe Zhao. Flood regains his footing. Smart. Monster effort. Haggard.
Better defending as well from Ryan Flood. Really difficult to deal with Joe Zhao running at full speed. So you need to step in at the right time when he takes that long touch. That's when you can try to make a play on the ball.
Orange County still struggling at this stage. Put their foot on the ball here in the second half. Rosa Reyna. Ball picked off by Scott. Knockham for Jamison. Jamison spots the run trailing. Zubak holds. Scott. It's been really scattershot service in the run of play. Flood. Whistle goes against the mustachioed Kasipli. Injured Orange County player behind it. You worry when you see that kind of reaction from a player. Nothing more frustrating with a month and a half, 2 months remaining in the season. See your spot come into question. Double sub coming in a moment. There's Flood and Stone reunited. Show you what happened is Ben Norris and Christian Sorto enter into the game.
Top of your screen, Haggard limping. Goes down how you want if you are. Danny Stone, he was really bright. Constructed that second goal for Ethan Zubak. His work rate, his quality. Christian Sorzo, 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. How quickly can he be influential? Going to be a like-for-like sub for Danny Stone.
Subs are brought to you by MedEquip. Norris off the bench for the 4th time this year. 18-year-old from Poway, California. Has already managed nearly 400 minutes in his debut season. Sorto was pressing Las Vegas turn upfield. Colville and Jabang set to come in a moment for Las Vegas. Into the penalty area, muscled toward Ngando. Scott intervenes. Pinzon running him out of room. Lamb, and now up to Sorto. Picked off Zhao. Zhou Zhao. Sean Smart comes off. He was questionable coming into the game. And Pinzon as well. Subs brought to you by MetaQuip. And handful of changes here mid-season. Duty in from Montreal, Jabang in from Montreal, and Von Koval signed on August the 9th. Only his second appearance, the 21-year-old born in San Diego, but really formed over in England. Of course, you would know that because you may or may not watch USL All Access, the USL YouTube page, or listen to it live on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. SiriusXM FC 157 is North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, plus live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. It's on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Different look now for Orange County, or excuse me, for Las Vegas Lights. 4-2-3-1. Jabang will play right next to Hal Hafferty will pop onto the right back position. Charlie Adams sitting deeper, and now you afford Oval the ability just to push it and be more attack-minded. Corey Bennett will spearhead the attack. A bit more attacking mind. Substitutions for Dennis Sanchez.
Ngando, good slip ball ahead! Equalizer! Las Vegas! Bennett! 2-2! Brace for Zubak. Bennett responds with a brace of his own. 2-2 in Southern California.
When we talk about balance in this Las Vegas Light side, they know exactly who they want to be on the ball. As the ball pops out, just look at Ngando centrally. Understands I don't need to move. I'm in a pocket of space, and if I have the ability to turn with my first touch, now that's the understanding for Corey Bennett. You drift to one side at the last second, you pull off the shoulder of the opposing center back. Enough pace to get it by Shuttler. It's a fantastic goal in from Las Vegas Lights to draw this thing 2-2.
Second tonight for Corey Bennett. And immediately pressing Powers. Well, we've got a game now. Las Vegas got a goal in the second minute from Ngando against Indy last week. Indy resting a number of starters. Allowed an equalizer to Sebastian Wenzati, took the lead through Noel in the 43rd, ceded it again to Collier before halftime, then got the lead for good from Corey Bennett. In this instance, Bennett pulling one back at the spot, a penalty he won, and then played through brilliantly by Ngando for the equalizer.
I had the ability to speak with Dennis Sanchez earlier this week, and you and I both asked about Corey Bennett. And he said, look, his spacing and his understanding throughout the season has just continued to get better and better. As he plays high, he pins back the center backs, and now you afford Valentin Noel and Jay Ngandu just ability to operate in those half pockets, just like we've seen when you have two players underneath you that can have the ability to break lines in their passing range. Now as a striker, it's a dreamland. You're just going to make clever runs off the blind side, and it's the secondary movement that's everything.
It's 11 goals now for Bennett.
Just fantastic stuff. When the ball comes centrally, notice how he pulls away from the defender. The last second, that's when he cuts back across. It's a fantastic goal in terms of his movement.
Earlier this year, Sanchez said one goal could totally change his confidence. How do we get him in good areas more frequently? They've done that often tonight. Long for Dunbar, good first controlling touch. Ian Hafferty become entangled. Free kick, Orange County.
Great first touch from Cameron Dunbar. And it's a left leg that catches him from Hafferty on the follow through.
All week, Orange County asked for a response. Good week in training. Certainly an acknowledgement that the change with Paul Hardiman out and Danny Stone in took its toll. The expectation is to win. Scott lofting. Ball away. Settled by Norris. He got cleaned off. Back into the mix. And Las Vegas out to midfield. This is an Orange County team that in recent years have gotten amazing bumps from interim coaches. Hardiman notwithstanding. Chaplow replaced Cloutier, led them to the title. One of the most blistering runs in recent memory last year when Chaplow was relieved. Carlson came in. Chance here. Bennett held by Shuttler. Flood.
eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now.
Ball into Zubak. Hafferty. Launched. Arena. Throw for Orange County. Orange County pushing to try and regain a lead. Hold a lead for about 50 minutes of this game. Orange County side that, inclusive of the 6 they conceded last game, mostly down a man in that game against Charleston. You can see the most goals in the West, 41 now. That's good. Dunbar. Ricochets out of play.
Dunbar and Ethan Zubak has formed a nice little relationship and understanding between one another.
Let's get loud. We got an
Orange County Corners presented by City Side Fiber. Scott comes high, Sorto. Get that right, you're a hero. Get that wrong, and in this instance, you're Christian Sorto.
Blood.
Flood found the ball. Ngondo. Scott stabs it away. Change incoming, and it's a big one. Thomas Among set to return from injury in a moment. Hasn't played in 2 months. He was projected coming into the year to be the most likely leading scorer of the group. 5 goals. He only just got caught by Ethan Zubak tonight. Zubak's brace puts him on 6. Should this result hold in combination with others tonight, Orange County would drop out of playoff position. This group was in the top 3 when Morton Carlson departed for Lyngby. A precipitous drop, one that could be avoided with a victory here. 17 minutes and stoppage to go. They defend first. Adams. Adams. Up.
Hit it well.
Yeah, if you're aiming for the ambulance. Substitution, here comes Among. Subs are brought to you by Mediquip. That's it for Jamison. Good applause for the 18-year-old Atlanta native. And here comes Thomas Among.
Going to give you a vertical threat. So look for him to run off either side of Ethan Zubak. You have Cameron Dunbar as well, so a lot more verticality for Danny Stone to see the remainder of this match.
Among an elite athlete. Earlier this year, he leapt up to try and get a head on a ball right in front of goal. The goalkeeper took him out from the legs. Among was so high off the ground, his heels clicked off the crossbar. As he flipped through the air.
Incredible.
Ball through Ngondo, looping header. Shuttler reached up for it. Did not touch it. Off the crossbar from Zhao, who's coming close.
Really clever space that Joe Zhao just picks up, and Ngondo does really well. Put enough power on it and bend it right on top of the head, and Joe Zhao understands I don't need to hit it hard. Just need to help it on. let momentum do its thing. Trying to go up and over Shuttler, and gets denied by the crossbar in the end.
Foul against Zhao. Seems like we're in for a great USL After Dark finish. Final quarter hour now. Speared down by Dunbar. Among, legs taken out. Kevin Partita available off the bench, out since April. Ashish Chatta has dealt with an MCL sprain. He's on the bench. This is the most complete Orange County roster we've seen in months. And that's with Dogman out on a red card and Andrew Fox unavailable due to injury.
Good ball.
Gondo called for it, he's got it. That's as obvious a yellow as Ben Norris has ever received. 4 yellows and a red in 9 games. The 18-year-old.
Transitional foul here from Norris. Knows exactly what he's doing, but needs to be really careful. Picks up the yellow and then he kicks the ball away. That's what you saw a lot of the Las Vegas Lights player arguing. Just talk about the spacing for Orange County between Norris and Kyle Scott, both getting beat with 1 pass. Not have that happen if you're Danny Stone.
Quick distribution. Gondo turned down Hafferty, now plays him. Flick through, impressive. There's so much pressure from Jabang. Adams. How can he dictate play? Out to Zhao. Zhao end line cutback, siphoned off. Clearance as far as Hafferty. And Gondo spins. Scott, free kick. Wonder how much longer Scott has in this game. That's probably 3 fouls since he got his yellow.
Walking a very fine line. Kyle Scott is. Takes a yellow card within the first 5 minutes, and now as a center midfielder, it's a big test in terms of your positioning and decision making. But yet, as you notice, all of his fouls are towards the end line. There's just no need in the sideline. Use those areas of the field as second defender, make the opponent play negative, and your job is done. As you become overzealous, not once, not twice, but 3 times, now you afford the Lights yet again a really dangerous set piece with this man over the ball.
Service to the top of the area. Oh, what a save, Shuttler. Lifts it over from Ngondo. Corner, Las Vegas.
Talked about off the training ground for Las Vegas as everyone retreats towards the goal line. Ngondo's just hanging about 25 yards out. Fantastic save from Shuttler in the end.
Adams. Corner dealt with easily enough. Ngondo. Adams again. Ngondo. Contact in the box, and Ngando's not going to get that call. That will get out beyond Zubac. Quick restart here for Las Vegas. Norris took it away. Ooh, a fight to get it back from Noel, and wins a free kick. Scott wants to move, and why not? Spots the run wide. Is there any contact on that? Not nearly enough. Ngondo, what a danger he's been. Bennett spins, he's got a brace tonight. Ton of options in white shirts. That bounce toward Hafferty. Comes out toward the halfway line. The offside flag coming from an offside position right at midfield. Meanwhile, a couple changes here for Orange County. And it should be a great ovation for Ethan Zubac. Goals in the 12th and the 19th. Subs are brought to you by MetaQuip. Partita, first game since April 21st. Chata returns as well, and Dunbar gets his curtain call.
Fantastic bit of play from Ethan Zubac. It starts with his ability to keep himself onside and then have the composure. So many times when players get in that position, they want to hit it first time. Clever finish in the end. And it's a second there. Just watch his movement as Hagar continues his move. He just peels off the shoulder of Howell. He never sees him. Player of that quality gets the second bite at the apple. Gets a brace this evening.
Dunbar off as well. And that's it sub-wise. Chata, Sorto, Partita, Among, and Norris. Four of those guys consistent starters in this team. A couple coming back from injury. Among that group. Plays Dunbar, Kasipli, Zubac, Jameson, and Hagard. Hopefully for Hagard, not a substantial injury. This gets out of play. Six minutes in stoppage time. Win for Orange County, and they pull tight in 7th place, right behind Las Vegas. Point each way certainly benefits the Lights. It would leave Orange County in 9th and outside the playoffs going into September. Kick, Las Vegas. And a reminder that the USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Live matches, expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. The USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Only one game on the slate tomorrow, Tulsa and Colorado Springs. It's on ESPN Plus and Sirius XM FC. Powers. Among is off.
See the frustration for Danny Stone. And he's covering his face because he knows that's a fantastic opportunity for Among. Well, Powers does all the hard work. Wins the initial ball. Secondary action is fantastic to put into the path. Just need to be a bit clever, more disciplined in your positioning. The striker does.
Bennett won't get there. Shuttler. Slide in, nothing doing, across, and in! How did that sneak inside? And Vaughn Koval, just his second appearance, bags his first Lights goal on the road. And from 2 goals down, Vegas leads. And the San Diego native pulling the Lights out of the doldrums.
Again, just a bit too casual from Orange County. Trying to overcomplicate things. As this ball comes back across, really well done yet again from Charlie Adams, who's been the best player for the Las Vegas Lights. Peek over his right shoulder, a bit of an awkward deflection from Nakam. But give credit to, it's a credit to Koval. You put the ball in a dangerous area and you get rewarded. Do think that the last touch takes off the right knee of Nakam. But yet, Las Vegas Lights will take it as they go up a goal with 3+ remaining here on the road.
Well, Koval won't end up getting credit for it. Nakam own goal. God, it's been quite the own goal night here in the championship. And Gondo could be the dagger if Vegas finds another. Koval. All knocked down here, Scott. Well, there's a bit of shock in the audience now. Noel. 2 goals from Zubak in the first 19 minutes. Gondo now. Brace for Bennett, the own goal. Las Vegas trying to go away here to Orange County and continue to storm up the Western Conference. Norris, that's a foul. Through Nakam. Ball crossed. Rosarena contact from Among. We begin stoppage time presented by Zolfagari Law. 5 added minutes. Rosarena Knows to take his time now.
Let's talk about the athletic ability from Among. There's a little bit of contact, but Rosarena, like you said, Mike, gonna milk every second of the clock here. Really clever from the goalkeeper.
Let's be honest. Ball hasn't been in play for 1 minute and 10 seconds. At 95-30, there's going to be loud shouts for this game to be over. The Las Vegas side, if this scoreline holds. So if you can shave 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, you're starting to talk real time.
Talk about the dark arts of the game as well.
Yep.
Ability to grind out results, see games out.
Double sub for Las Vegas. Emra Clementa and Solomon Asante set to enter, and enter dark arts once more. Another instance in which we could see another minute elapse, and maybe they'll add another 30 seconds to it. That's it for Zhou Zhao, who had everything tonight but a goal.
Thought he was really bright. Ability to go 1v1 with his individual defender, a handful. Valentino, well, probably not as influential as you would hope, but yet did all of his work off the ball. A player that walked into this game with 9 goals, 5 assists on this season. And Clementa, Asante, 2 players that your Dennis Sanchez you're bringing on, for one, to take moments off the clock, but second, to see this game out.
And Zhou Zhao receives a yellow on his way off the field. Only his second of the year. He's probably never truly going to pay for that. And he makes his opinion heard on the way off. Gondo, Bennett. Gondo, Partita trying to rip it away. Now Bennett. At least 2 minutes remain. Bennett arrives, tight angle, rips it back, and Orange County survive another Vegas onslaught. Gondo with advantage played. Swimming inside, Duty. Goal kick.
What a result this would be for the Las Vegas Lights. Continue to push up the Western Conference, but the way you went about this game as well. Down 2-0. Very easy for Dennis Sanchez's boys just to hang their head, especially away from home where they haven't been as dominant. Said, galvanize his troops. Corey Bennett gets a brace. Boy, that comes off the bench is a difference maker.
Is it now or never? Partita. Knockham. Early service up for Among. Got by, and the push from Among as well. And that might be it for Las Vegas. We've hit the 5 minutes. Now we'll see just how much additional time we get. Morozarena's injury and the double sub. This one's gonna sting. 5 games without a goal for Orange County. They get 2 from Zuback. Place was alive and well. Penalty late in the first half started to turn the tide, as did the inclusion of Charlie Adams. And Vegas tack on 2 in the second half. Is that enough? Bennett. Another throw for 96. Masterclass, Las Vegas. In stoppage time. Orange County does not get a sniff. Las Vegas from 2 goals down, accumulate another massive victory away. A 3-2 win over Orange County to continue their climb in the Western Conference.
It's fantastic. And that man from Las Vegas Lights and the way that they went about their business, very mature. Like I mentioned, very easy just to hang your head when you go down 2-0. Yet Dennis Sanchez pressed all the right buttons to get a reaction. Massive 3 points going back to Las Vegas.
The Orange County man of the match presented by Hogue. Ethan Zubak back in the goal ledger, but it's not enough tonight.
It's going to do a world of good for his confidence. Took both of his goals extremely well. The confidence, you can get him going if you are Danny Stone, going to set up for a very intriguing playoff push.
The final score is presented by Raising Cane's, the official chicken fingers of OCSC. These lights are for real. They don't shy away on the road. A 3-2 Las Vegas win. We'll wrap it up on the other side.
Just the community aspect of Orange County Soccer Club. And if you want to support local sports and local teams, this is like the definition of a local team. More than just a soccer team, it's more of a huge family that's coming together here to support the one and only professional team that we have here in Orange County.
OCSC is just such an amazing place to go with the family on Saturday nights. We look forward to it so much, and we can't get enough of it.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Tonight's final score is presented by Raising Cane's. The score started 2-0 up to Orange County and finishes 3-2 Las Vegas Lights. With Ricky, Mike, let's wrap this one up here on the Golasso Network. Orange County and Las Vegas duking it out tonight in Irvine. And, well, the full-time highlights presented by Omega Accounting see Ethan Zubak large and in charge.
It's his movement that was the difference in the first half. Does really well to keep himself onside, in line with Howell, but then his first touch is exquisite. Brings it down. It's a really clever finish because everyone thinks this ball is going to go up and over the goalkeeper. Going to the side, he gets his first on the evening, and Orange County was not done yet. That's Cameron Dunbar, who I thought was very lively. The confidence starting to grow within this young man yet again. To create a little bit of individual separation. And hey, I just watched Zubak at this moment in time. All 3 players get caught ball watching. No one man marks the guy that turns his first goal into a brace. Second bite at the apple, not going to miss. 2-0 Orange County.
That would be where the good news ended for OCSC tonight. Penalty earned in the 37th by Bennett, who would convert.
Just fantastic football from the Las Vegas Lights. Valentin Noel, he backpedals, he opens up the passing lane into Corey Bennett, and cool as you would like from the striker, opens up his hips and calmly guides it into that side netting, cut the lead in half. And yet again, it all comes down to the spacing, and Gondo understands if I stay centrally, and it's the movement, it's the timing of Corey Bennett. Understands when his second defender gets on the ball, now it's when you break off the shoulder of Malcolm. Never sees him. Enough pace to get it by Scheller. 2-2.
And then the winner, it's going to go down as an own goal, but it's Koval who came off the bench who makes all the difference.
And it was Charlie Adams who wins the ball, and he was fantastic. You put the ball in a dangerous area, you get rewarded. It's that right knee of Malcolm that gets him in trouble. Puts the ball in the back of his net. That's 3 goals for the Lights, and that's 3 points for Las Vegas.
Let's tally up the Hogue final stats, and Orange County concedes the possession. That's not surprising. They did enough on this night, but Las Vegas put Adams in, changed the dynamic, got that goal before halftime. Las Vegas showed their mettle.
100%. They had no real answer for Charlie Adams, whether it was dropping higher or stepping a little bit more aggressive in terms of their structure. But if you're Orange County and Danny Stone, you can take some positives from this. You start to find the back of the net, but yet Las Vegas Lights and Dennis Sanchez pressing all the right buttons, and this side continues to push up this Western Conference.
And Orange County has now conceded the most goals in the Western Conference, minus 15 in goal difference, and yet 2 points outside the playoffs going into September. Meanwhile, Las Vegas, they're in 5th. They're 1 point out of hosting a playoff game. They're 3 points out of 2nd.
And they have a game in hand over Memphis 901, who's ahead of them as well. Dennis Sanchez is looking at his side, and this table stake, if you continue this momentum, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with once the playoffs come around the corner.
Vegas will see Tulsa next to her, right at the line. Orange County will get the bye week and then see Rhode Island at home on September 14th. Tonight's final score is presented by Raising Cane's. Las Vegas are legit. Dennis Sanchez's side gets another huge result. Danny Stone, in his interim debut for Orange County, watches his side come up short. For Ricky Lopez-Espin, our entire team in Irvine and beyond, Mike Watts saying thanks for watching and so long for now.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
Adams, who's been the best player, Vegas Lights, peek over